To all the Bitcoin holders watching this video right now, guys, I have a very interesting scenario to share with you. A scenario which is pointing us that this August month could be in favor of bulls. Yes, you heard that right. Why? Because we are aware since it's 1st of August, we got a new price target for Bitcoin, a bullish target around 25,700 and also a bearish target around 19,800. But since I've already said you this month could be in favor of bulls, we are going to be focusing around this 25,700 price target for this August month. And now let me explain you why. So before we talk about this, first, it's very important to understand why we are getting rejection around this 24,000 area and also why we have some very important line of support lying around this 22,500 to 23,000 range. If you look at this in a daily time frame and also look at this example which is known as ascending broadening wedge, according to this ascending broadening wedge, the price of Bitcoin has already got a rejection from the upper line area, because we know in the past price action this upper line was always looked as a important line of resistance, and each and every time we got rejection around that area, we also saw this price retracement. In our case, we are aware around this 22,500, 23,000, we have some very strong line of support. So that's why we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to retest this previous temporary resistance line, flip it into support, and then again show this bullishness, because this retracement right now could be making a lot of sense towards this 22,500, 23,000 before showing this impulsiveness. Why? Let me show you here. If you look at this in a daily time frame, again using this moving averages, using these indicators here to the downside, guys, you can see very clearly the price of Bitcoin is finding support at this 50 exponential moving average, right? And if we fail, we have said this 20 exponential moving average is also going to be one of the strongest line of support, and this 20 exponential is lying around 22,500. So according to these moving averages as well, we have very strong line of support around that area, but I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to see further retracement here to the downside, testing this lower line area, consolidating, and then starting this bullish movement here in August month. Now let me give you first very good reason why I'm actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to see this retracement before again showing this bullishness. If you have watched my video from yesterday, we did talked about this bull flag formation and also about this Fibonacci extension line, because we found out according to this bull flag, if this trend continuation is going to happen, then 26,000 is going to be our target area, because that's the length from this flagpole. But if we look at this Fibonacci extension line, according to this Fibonacci extension line, we got this 100% also lining parallelly around 26,000. That's why we said this 26,000 is going to be remaining as our potential upcoming target for Bitcoin if this trend is going to continue. But here in a medium short term, if we are going to see any sort of a weakness, then this 0.5 Fibonacci line is going to hold the price. But yesterday you can see the price broke below, and now this same line here in the medium short term is acting as a resistance. But if you also look at the formation around this area, guys, we are forming this head and shoulder pattern, and according to this head and shoulder, since the price has already broken this neckline area, as you can see, now if this trend continuation is going to happen here to the downside, then you can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin first could be showing this further retracement towards this 22,500 area, consolidation and impulsive movement here in this manner. Now let me give you second reason why I'm actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to show this further retracement here to the downside first before showing this bullishness. So since it's 1st of August, we now have a new price target according to this central pivot range indicator, a leading indicator and one of the most important indicator for us. And according to this most important indicator, let me give you second reason why we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to see this retracement here towards the 22,500, 23,000 area before choosing a trend direction. Because according to the CPI line, if you look at this carefully, between 21,700 to 22,700 range, the price of Bitcoin has not touched any of this line. So what does it make? It makes a VCPR. VCPR means the price of Bitcoin is going to get gravitated towards the CPI line before choosing a trend direction. So that is also a very big reason why I strongly believe here in the medium short term, the price of Bitcoin could be testing the support on the CPI line before choosing a trend direction. And if we are aware, guys, according to the bull flag, according to the Fibonacci extension line, 26,000 is going to be our target area. And now also according to this monthly R1 line for this August month, you can see our first monthly target is somewhere around 25,700 area. So that's why this 26,000 actually makes a lot of sense now. And also even though if we are going to see further weakness here in the price action, price testing the support line, we could still expect the price of Bitcoin to show this bullishness after that. And if this trend is going to invalidate all the bullish scenario, I mean price failing to find support at this 22,500 area, 23,000 area, also break the support from the bottom CPI line, then we know, guys, this is going to be a continuation here towards the 19,800. So this 19,800 is going to be our target for this August month, the first monthly target for Bitcoin. But if you look at this CPI line carefully for this August month, this is actually a very interesting CPI, because in a downtrend, if you follow the CPI line for each and every month, December 2021, January 2022, this was a descending CPI. That's why the price was clearly in a downtrend. As soon as we started forming this ascending CPI type of formation, price of Bitcoin also showed this bullishness. After April, you can see the price again started forming this descending CPI, and after that the price also started showing this reversal here to the downward direction or this weakness. But if we look at this August CPR, this August CPM is not a descending CPR anymore. It is lining parallelly and also indicating, since it's a narrow CPR, expect some volatility for this August month. So that's why, guys, that's why since this is not a descending CPR, we could be seeing some bullish movement reaching around this 25,000, even this 26,000, the target from this bull flag and this Fibonacci extension line before choosing a trend direction. And now if you also look at this price action in a bigger time frame, according to this weekly SMA lines, you can see, guys, the 200 weekly SMA was for us the most important line, because we found out the same line which has acted as the support in past price action was rejecting the price here, right? You can see we got rejection once, twice, and even this third weekly candle. But now if we look at this new weekly candle, this new weekly candle is above this 200 weekly SMA. So that's why, guys, that's why now, since this weekly is also above the 200 weekly SMA, which previously acted as a resistance, this month could be in favor of bulls. But it doesn't mean the price has to see this bullishness, guys. Please be careful. We could see a retest around this 200 weekly SMA or even CPI line, or if you look at the target from this inverse head and shoulder around 22,500, right, we could be testing around that area and then start consolidating and showing this bullishness. So that's why, since the price of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame found support above this previous temporary rates line, this is a scenario which is clearly in favor of bulls for this August month. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please try that like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.